Perfect timing. I didn't mean for that to pop up right then. But how's it going, everybody? Woo! Look at the salty popcorn in there. How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. What is up, guys? How we doing? So good, so good. We got some funness to play with today. We've had a few people asking about webhooks. So I'll do what I can to talk about webhooks today. And Blade and I were just tinkering around, and we got, well, I say we, he did it completely on his own. He got the paging system working right now. So I've got here some WLED strips close to my desk, and we've got the way now to have different people send a page and get a different color. Mark, what color do you want? I think, did we finally give him, woohoo! Did we give you the color? What color do you want, Mark? You want green? I think we thought green was your color. How's everybody doing? 4 tracks, what is up? Oh, wait, I need to watch on Twitch. Yes, Twitch if you can. Twitch if you can. You know, I have to ask, any further updates on the bug? Yes, Father Time, how you doing, brother? I got to show you this because I don't think you saw it if you weren't on the other day. So the bug is looking good. And today, maybe today, will be the day that I can race the kids on the golf cart. What do you think? So here's some fun. I just was working on the body stuff. So you can see kind of what's going on there. My body plan, my paint job plan has been naked. No naked. Oh, okay. Seamus wants deep pink. Do it live? Oh, okay. Yeah, we could do that. That would be fun. Oh my gosh, that would be too fun. Okay, that would be fun. I'd have to just stream from my phone, but we could do that. Trying the Streamlabs OBS. How do you move sources and resize them? Let me show you. Here's my Streamlabs OBS screen. So over here, you've got your list of sources. So if you grab one of them like this, first you have to make sure it's unlocked. If it's locked, then you can't move it. If you unlock it and select it, then it should be up here. Well, I guess maybe it'll only show up if it's active. Yeah. So don't touch your face. So then it'll give you this green box. It's only when it's active, I guess, when it's visible. And those are little videos that are not always visible. So I guess I have to. They have to be visible. So maybe if you're gonna play with one like that, like don't touch your face, for example. If I was gonna do that, I would set it on a loop. I'm sorry to do this to you guys, but I would set it on a loop so that it was constantly going, and then I would move it around and resize it the way I want it. Does that answer that question for you? But then make sure you go back in there and take it off the loop, unless you want it to run into infinity. And then lock it once you got it in place. Okay? There you go, little streamer tip. All right, there's so much chat. I got to read so much chat. Okay, here we go. Christopher, what up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. It's been a while. We've been streaming like mad. All right, Brendan says, trying this stream. Oh, yes, I just answered his question. I have that article made for fixing the Wise cameras and the Rtsp issue. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Randy. Did you send me a link? Do you want to post it? Do you want me to post it? You tell me what you want me to do, buddy. You tell me how we can help. Green, please. Okay, Mark, you're going to get green. I'll show you how we do it in a minute. Yona wants purple. What's better for you, to watch us on YouTube or Twitch? You know what, Shane? Right now, Twitch, if you can. We're trying to do, Twitch has a funny thing where, well, I don't know if it's a funny thing, but Twitch has a thing where they have a partner level, and they give you some extra perks and stuff. I don't think you actually make any more money or anything, but they do a lot of extra things for people who become a partner. And to be a partner, you need to have you need to average 75 viewers on Twitch. And, and I average a couple hundred typically for a stream, right? But most of them are on YouTube, and YouTube doesn't do jack for us. Like, YouTube has not been playing, they haven't been catering to streaming very much. And I like YouTube, and I understand not everybody wants to do Twitch and all that stuff. So I'm going to keep doing both. But if you have the option, or if it's the same to you, one over the other, then please, yeah, go to Twitch. All right, Jay Sizzle, just subscribe. Thank you. We're going to do this for you. And if I give you if I do planes or unicorns and you want the other one, you just tell me and we'll do the other one. The Tasmatizer, I have checked it out and I do like it. And we have bits and we have nuts. We haven't done much with nuts, but nuts is a thing on Twitch that I set up that we can make rewards for or something like that. What is the best way to get a hold of you direct for some channels? Oh, Jose, you want to, so the channel, that channel, if you go through RGB, man, that's me basically, right? That's me and Mike. Mike just had already, Mike is RGB man, and he already had the infrastructure set up, and he lives not far from me. So we just teamed up rather than me trying to reinvent the wheel and set things up myself. Him and I just teamed up on this. Hey, where is here? But if you have questions about it, or you want to ask me things about it, just talk to me. Just message me in Discord or whatever, and I will. I'll be happy to answer whatever questions I can for you about it. And prime subs. All right. Here we go. Howdy from Twitch now. Now I'm going to have to get used to new names. Oh, gosh. Not only now we got Discord names and YouTube names, and now I got to work on Twitch names. I'm never going to remember anybody. You did on Facebook. Okay, good. Oh, you know what? I don't check Facebook enough. Sorry. You did message me on Facebook. Okay, I'm sorry. I will, I'll get back to you. Are you looking to get some? Where are you, Jose? Bum, bum. What's the width? It's 1.5 inches on the inside, or about 40 millimeters from here to here. So it's about 1.5 by 1.5 is the dimension on this. 1.5 here, 1.5 there, 3 inches apart, and then 5 feet long, or about 1.5 meters long. Ouch. Hey, from Slovakia. How's it going? From Canada. Okay. We're going to work on that. I got to talk to Mike. In fact, I've got a plan to chat with Mike today, because we've got to finalize our order. They've been making them, but we got to finalize the painting and stuff. And we're offering right now we're going to start with 2 colors. We've got a dark brown color. This is green, but we're not really going to offer green. A dark brown color and white, because we figured that'll probably cover most people's roofs. And then you can spray paint it if it's not quite the color you want. In the future, if we're selling a lot, maybe we can, customize colors a little bit, a little more. So right now we're doing brown and white, but we haven't told the factory how many of each one. And then some people wanted holes on the side pointing at the street. So we're offering that option as well. We just need to tell them for sure how many of those are going to want holes on the sides versus holes down at the bottom. Twitch for the win. Ferdinand's now following. I know I've had a lot of things go on up there, so I'm just going to run some unicorns just for kicks. Yeah, Canada. All right. When I'm talking to, looks like I have nuts. You found them, huh, Mark? Sorry, I had to. You yourself said you're a kid. All right. Aaron Knox says, I'm new to Hass.io. I watched a video of yours recently, and you referenced the community add-on store. How do I get this installed? Apologies if it's a stupid question. It is not a stupid question. It isn't super straightforward, but it's not so hard either. I will point you to the instructions, and then you can run through it while we're on the stream, and if you run into troubles, we will help you. Home Assistant Community Store. You need a few things. And he tells you here what you need. Installation. I'm going to just post this in the chat. And that should also get passed on to in Discord, we have the live streams links channel now. So any links that get posted will also be copied over there. All right. If you do not have or know all of the following, don't try to install or use hacks, but it's nothing too bad. So you need to be running Home Assistant version 98 or newer. You need to have a GitHub account. If you don't have one, it's no big deal. It's just like anything else. You go to GitHub, you sign up for an account, done. You need to have access to the file systems where Home Assistant is located. That just means you need to have installed like Samba, or you can do it through the file editor, which is an add-on, or I think you can even do it through Visual Studio Code probably as well. But Samba is an easy add-on for Home Assistant, so you should install Samba. You know how to access the Home Assistant log file, which is just, I don't know why he puts that in there as a requirement. I rarely, I don't think I've needed to do that ever. But anyways, once you have access to your Home Assistant file tree, basically, it will be, that's where your log file is. So you'll have a Home Assistant log file right there, and you can just look at it and it'll show you whatever, if you've got problems or things that are wrong. I think he does that because of the people asking for help and needing troubleshooting help. That's a good way to give people who are trying to help you the right information to be able to help you. Usually there's something in the log that gives you a good idea. And then a stable internet connection with sufficient available data, no caps. So these last two things are kind of soft, I think, requirements, but you do need a GitHub account. And then you just go through this. Go through the installation. You've got to do a couple funky things where you go to GitHub and stuff, but you can do it. You can get it done. All right. We are 69 already. We are at 69 Twitch viewers already. Fantastic. Fantastic. That should get you there, Aaron. If you need help, come on back. Okay, I have a Nintendo Switch coming tomorrow, and I hope I can hack it because then I'm going to link it to my Home Assistant environment. That's awesome. All right, Asmodus subscribed. Asmodus, I like that name. We're going to do this for you. Thank you, sir. Bring, bring, yahoo! Okay, let's see. Alex, when did you order it? We ordered one 2.5 months ago and still haven't arrived yet. Ooh, what is it that you guys ordered? There you go, Ikafar. Ikafar, what color do you want too? Because you have a color, you have a paging button. Literally just reinstalled hacks. It's pretty simple. Yeah, it is. I think the part about, as you go through the installation process, for somebody who's not very used to getting in and tinkering with things, the little part where you set up the code for the code in GitHub was the part that I was like, okay, well, that would throw off, like I'm thinking about like my sister or somebody like that. That would might throw them off a little bit. You want green? All right, we'll have 2 different shades of green because Mark wanted green, so we'll have 2 different shades of green. But we'll do like your Discord logo green. Perfect. I can match it. Bring, bring. All right, Sharayas. Thank you very much for subscribing. We're going to do Fat Unicorn. Okay. Anywho's a what's it? We said we were going to talk about... So yes, Father Time. I did a lot of body work. I got the thing. It's shiny. Shiny, shiny, McShiny. I did a bunch of this scraping off paint the other day. And it's running. It's charging. I mean, things are looking pretty good right now. It's still probably max speed is about 20, 25. I need to actually hook up the speedometer again because I haven't. But then I'm going to race the kids. We have a golf cart and I want to race the kids. 4Tracks wants black. Oh, are you paging right now, 4Tracks? Because it's black. It must be. Hello, Michael Jelsma. People really underestimate the technical difficulty of setting Home Assistant and friends. Yeah. I think it's always relative, right? It's always if it's your wheelhouse generally, if you're used to even simple things like digging through file trees and finding a file or, working with developer menu requirements like what GitHub asks you for. Those things can be intimidating for somebody who has never done it before. And I think it's probably it's something you just have to do once or twice, and then you realize, oh, it's no big deal. That's how it happens for me, at least. How did I get my transparent icons? This is part of the theme, and then you can go in and edit the theme and change the transparency. So what theme am I using right now? I am using this UX Goody. So that's in the Hacks community store. And then, man, Lovelace animated background. I'm getting subscriptions like crazy over there. We should do one of these. Yeah! Twitch page says 90. Oh, man. We gotta sing along because if we don't win, we get a copyright strike. Oh, that's funny. I wonder why it doesn't say everybody. Well, thank you for getting us to 90 already. That's fantastic. And then for those of you who like to see me struggle, I made a promise the other day. Yep, there's 90. Okay, awesome. I made a promise the other day. We did we did I did a 12-hour live stream, right, a while back, and I said it was hard. There was some times in there where I was dragging a little. My butt got sore, my back got sore from sitting in a chair for 12 hours. But I said, now it says 86. Awesome. So if we get to that partner status on Twitch, I'll do another 12-hour stream. I'll just sign up on Twitch. How do I find you? I'm just search for DrZzs. If you go to Twitch, we are so squirrely today. Woo, 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 woo. Double bonus squirrely. Oh, we got the hype train going. Yeehaw. So if you go to Twitch and if you just search for DrZzs, I will be right there. Right there at the type. And there's a hype train going. Dr. Ziffy. Deep-a-beep-a-boop-a-deep-a-doo. QT Drizzle. Brink, brink. All right. Thank you, Zimoj. Okay. So let's talk about webhooks for a minute. Next, there it is, the 12-hour stream promise. There you go. There we go. Tell him to quit doing our jobs, Blade. Whoop, whoop. Okay. What was I supposed to do next? You guys, I didn't know you had a bot for that. Well, that's the thing. You guys are so fast on your helping. I'm just going to sit back and watch myself, watch me. What? Okay. Oh, night. Nightbot needs to be shut down. Is there a way to create password protected buttons? How so? Tell me about what you're looking to do. Ongjen. What are you looking to do with password protected buttons? You mean like you want a button in your house, somebody presses it, but they have to have the password to do it? All right, new subscriber. Yeehaw. Thank you, Nikolai. Nightbot was mad at you yesterday. You want a safe. You want to have safe. Very good, very good, very good. Well, password protected buttons. I mean, there's the standard things like putting in a code. You can do that. You can do, I don't know about fingerprints. There's probably some fingerprint modules you can get. If you want a button you want to do this with Home Assistant, you can also easily do like RFID cards, those kinds of things. Something like, I was thinking something like alarm panel. That's good that you said that because I was thinking something like alarm panel. So you certainly could do that. And once you set up an alarm panel in Home Assistant, this is marker time. I should have been doing markers before. Everybody here is here to watch. Oh, deleted. 3 messages. Oh, sorry. When you go to set up an alarm panel in Home Assistant, you set it up. Gosh, I did the video about it. It becomes a trigger at some point, right? It's just a trigger. So if instead of having the alarm, like you could have you could set the trigger so that the alarm, when it deactivates, it releases the relay that's holding your lock shut. You know what I mean? That's just kind of how I'm thinking about it. So you can set this kind of a card up, but behind this, in the Home Assistant configuration and in automations, you need to have the alarm panel configured so that you have the code in there and stuff. And then the alarm panel will change states. So an alarm panel will have various states, and you can just set, the state as a trigger for whichever state you want. So you put the code, and then it will be in different states. So a state machine, this is what it's talking about. So you can have a state like disarmed. All right. So when you go in and put in the code, it will change the alarm panel entity to the state disarmed. And that you just use that as your trigger to release the relay and open the lock. That would work. That was a squirrel. But it looks like you got it, right? So I will set the state and then make the automation that will trigger the relay. Yes, that's what I think. So if I look at mine, because I have had these, I don't think I have one set for disarm though. Let's see, it's probably in automations. If I look for alarm panel, gosh, I got a lot of them. Alarm control panel alarm. Okay, so what else? Let's look for a couple of these. Yeah, here we go. So here's an automation. All right, this is an automation for when the alarm is triggered. Now, in your case, you're kind of using it differently because you want the trigger to be when the alarm is disarmed, right? You want to put in your code and then that would disarm it. So when you put in your code, the alarm panel entity that you create will go to the state disarmed. And then you just do your action. And the service would be, you know, switch turn off. And then the name of the switch of the relay that's holding your door shut or whatever. That would work. We received the Hype Level 1 train emote. Nice. It's a funky little thing. Cool. Choo choo. All right. That should help. That should help. I like that. That's a good question. Thank you very much. That's a good question because that's a different use that I had not been thinking of before. So we're very good, Yvonne. Thanks for being here. Sorry for squirreling. That's okay. That's why we're here, brother. That's why we're here. What's going to come when Frank pushes 1 or 0.110? The new not state. That's right. Oh, I guess that's true too. You could kind of work on that. You could do it that way as well. You would keep it so that it would be any time that it's not disarmed. Yvonne. I said it. Yvonne. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. I can't get theme working right with the new Home Assistant update. Is there something changed? The theme in my view changes, but the theme in the control menu on the left does not change. I can't get the theme working right with the new Home Assistant update. Is there something changed? Oh, we put it in there a couple times. I don't know. It hasn't been a problem for a long time. Were you updating from a really old one? From a really old version? Ooh, Phil says there's also for locking, there's a Lovelace lock card. Custom Lovelace card to password protect or lock the entire Home Assistant cards. This is not a bulletproof method. I see. Also, you have to put in the code in order for a view or other set of custom or other set of cards on Home Assistant to show up. That's cool. Okay. Randy sent the information for the Wise Camera Rtsp in Discord. Oh, awesome. Let's pull that up. Are you soft wheat? You must be soft wheat. Okay, cool. So Randy had the same problem I had. Sweet. Wow, you wrote this? You have a nice blog. It looks good. What? Is this what you did? What is all this? Oh my goodness. I see what you did. So you make this so that it has a relay that just turns it off and turns it back on? Wow. Okay. So this problem, let me give everybody a little background here. This problem, we're going to put another marker in. Wise Rtsp reset solution. Okay. So if you have Wise cameras and you're using the Rtsp feed for them, the Rtsp firmware for them, which I am, then often you'll end up with this. It's happening right now in front of your very eyes. Wow, 101 on Twitch. Thank you guys. Wow. So this is a problem. And the solution is to kind of reset the camera. At least the solution that I had is to go to the Wise app and then go to the camera in the Wise app. I know you can't see it, but don't worry about it. And then for the camera that is running the Rtsp, you just need to, it's working in the Wise app. You just need to go to advanced settings and then Rtsp. I know you can't see this, so I'm walking you through. And then you just regenerate that URL. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to change any passwords. You just regenerate the URL. And then probably, most likely, maybe, this will pop up again in a few minutes. And it will actually start showing the feed. We'll see if it does or doesn't. But what Randy has done is he explains here the problem and the solution. But it looks to me like what he has done is set it up so that you've got basically a Wi-Fi board that can receive a signal from Home Assistant that says if the camera, yep, there it goes, now it works, see? But he says if the camera becomes unavailable, then reset it, restart the camera, right? So this is cool. And I think you could do it this way. He looks like he's got a hardware solution here. My first thought is just put a smart plug on it, turn it off and turn it back on, right? That's another way, but this is a great hardware solution that he's got here, and he walks you through how to do it. But then the parts you're going to need are down here. He's got, so ESP Home is what he's got running on his little Wi-Fi switch, which is great. And then let me see what else you got going here. Somewhere in here, you're going to have to say friendly name for the device, restore mode. You got a binary sensor here. And then what I'm looking for is this. Binary sensor, best room. Okay, so you're doing it. How are you triggering it? So you're turning it off and you're turning it back on, whatever the ESP relay switch name is. I like how you did this, Randy. This is good work, dude. You've done well, my friend. You have done very well. This is well put together. Let me make sure to get that link. Make sure everybody gets this link. So if you have Wyze cameras, RTSPs, and you want a problem. All right, Milan's I like the same name. more on Twitch than YouTube. Wow. You can call me and I can explain it. Okay, you want to come on the show, Randy? Randy, you got Discord open? You ready? I'll let you come on and explain it. That'd be fun. Where are you at? Soft wheat. Okay, here you go. Oh, you want me to call you on the phone? Okay, I can do that. I wouldn't, I'm going to hide your number though, just for your own safety there. Okay, let me just call you on the phone. There's so much going on in chat. I cannot follow it all, but thank you guys for being active, and thank you mods for fixing people's problems or whatever's happening. All right, let's call you. Except I hit it. Send it to me in Discord. I hit it. This is going to be different. Does it work with Neos smart cams? I believe is based on a Wyze cam. Good question, Aaron. Last I knew, I cannot remember if it. So there's two different ways to get that style cameras working with RTSP and Home Assistant. One of them, yes, phones are so 2018. One of them is using the Wyze firmware, which they put out, that was developed specifically for that function. But I thought that only worked with Wyze, so that I don't think worked with the Neos, and I don't think it worked with like the Xiaomi Defang cameras. But there is the Defang Hacks firmware, which should work with the Neos cameras. But if anybody else, Blade wants my attention. Oh, is it not working? Sent you DM about a page feature. Oh. Right now, the page function is only accessible to Radiance, right? Not yet, Blade, not yet. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. But page me. Did you try and page me and it didn't work? Try and page me right now. Let's see if it worked. It didn't work. Curses. Curses. Okay. Let's talk to Randy real quick. Oh, there. Now it worked. Maybe it was just delayed. It just came on. Uh-oh. My phone died. Randy, I think I'm not supposed to call you. My phone died. Oh, there it goes. Now it's back on. That's weird. All right. Calling Randy. This will be different. No fail? Oh, no. We totally get a fail for that. He didn't before? Oh, man. Okay, but now I got to turn the lights back off. There you go. Okay. I'm going to call Randy on phone. This is fun. I like your name, Soft Wheat. Where'd you come up with that? Okay, I'm not going to be able... I don't think I can get my phone in the stream, so you just get to... This is fun. Good afternoon. How you doing, man? Well, it's well done, my friend. It's well done. If you want to put more articles together, dude, you could, like, this article is so good, is so well put together. You need to get Google Ads on here and just let this sucker be available to the web. I'm not kidding, because that's quality stuff. That's quality. Well done. Okay, so give me the basic rundown. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So that's how you're checking it. So I'm going to relay this now because I don't think anybody can hear you. So anyways, this is the trigger. So he's got it doing a curl command from Home Assistant, and it basically contacts the cameras. And if it gets the okay response, then it's fine. It gets the HTTP, and when it fails, you simply don't get any response. And if you don't get any response, then it power cycles the camera, and the feed comes back on. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. Okay, cool. I was trying to figure out how you were doing that. I'm great. Thanks for asking. Oh, good man. Good man. Okay. Well, hey, thanks, Randy. Appreciate it. We're going to... Well, yeah. Well, you're welcome. Next time we'll do it on Discord so everybody can hear you. Okay. See you, man. Bye. That was fun. Whatever, right? We can do things however we want. That was fun. Okay. Now let's, thank you, Randy. I'm going to actually, you know what that makes me want to do? Because the problem that I have had with implementing Wise cams into Home Assistant is that exact problem, like that feed being lost. So I think we've got other Wise cams around the house, and I put those in areas where Mrs. Z's really wants to see what's going on. And that's why there's one in the toy room, there's ones in the basement, but they're not all in Home Assistant for that reason, because we've been having troubles with it falling out. Oh, Zoe's doing gymnastics down there. But now with this kind of a solution, that makes it a lot more reasonable for me to go ahead and include those Wise cams and know that Home Assistant is going to reset them if it ever loses the Rtsp. That's fantastic. It's like they were whispering secrets right in front of our faces. I know, it's so rude. I'm sorry. Anyways, okay, let's move on. Let's get to the topic of the show today. And the topic of the show today was, but why use cameras that fail? Because they're $20 a piece. That's it. You're not going to find a cheaper HD level camera. That's it. The Wise cam significantly cheaper or better than some more reliable ones. They're cheaper. I think the other cameras that I have that are I feel like are very reliable, like these. Is it snowing? No. Oh, is it raining? It's raining. That's what that is. Uh-oh. 1 second.
What's the announcement?
Hey, it's raining outside and Mom's got stuff on the front porch. Okay. Sorry about that. I had it up too loud and I was spinning my Xiaomi Cube to turn it down. So this camera here, and there you can see Jackson go out there and get this stuff off the porch. This stuff, this camera that you're looking at here is a Foscam Wi-Fi outdoor camera. The Wisecams aren't outdoor, but those cameras are going to be $50. And that, thereabouts. Like you might find something maybe in the $40 range, but it's going to be $50. Where the Wisecams are going to be 20, 25 maybe. So Nightbot gets on my nerves. We can, Blade, you've earned the right to tone down Nightbot to your pleasure. So whatever you think he needs. Maybe he needs some AI object detection for the porch linked to rain detection. That would be cool. I made Nightbot all by myself. You need the access code? I can handle that. Sir Goodnuff's got the code. 6 Foscam cameras. You like them, Bossman? I do like my Foscam cameras. I do. I very much like them. They work well. They stay connected for the most part. I mean, I very rarely have problems with them. You Effie? About 9 Chinese cameras. Nice. Hey, Raul. How you doing? All right, so what we were talking about was the title of the stream today. Do I record? How do I record from the cameras? I record. We are so bad. Huh? Oh my gosh. Don't pretend you know all the secrets. That's right. Blade knows all the secrets. Don't try and pretend you don't. I use Blue Iris to record from the cameras, and I haven't done a great job of setting up recordings, but you can see that there are some things being recorded here, so I do have some motion and some recording going on, but these are all the cameras in the house. So this is a Wisecam. This is a Reolink camera, which was actually not too expensive. This was a good one, and it has Rtsp built in, so this was a good camera. Actually, did I ever do a video about that? Whoopsies. They probably wanted me to. This is a Foscam. It's about a $50 outdoor camera. This is that like $250 outdoor camera. This is a Amcrest or Foscam. I think it's a Foscam indoor pan tilt camera. This is just a Chinese knockoff Daiwa camera. I don't know. Foscam, Amcrest, Foscam. Those are my cameras. And I probably have 5 or 6 other cameras in my closet that I just am not even using. And then I still have 3 other Wisecams that Mrs. Z's uses that aren't part of that because they don't need to be. Okay, so let's talk about. I really wish Blue Iris had Linux support. Yeah. Did you do a video on WLED segments? I'm interested in that functionality. You know what? Let's do, Denvin. Air Cookie is going to be putting out a brand new version of WLED in the next few days. In fact, it might even be out today. If it is, the stream is going to get seriously sidetracked. I just saw that he has something posted in his Discord. And if he did post it, no, it doesn't look like it's quite live yet. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, there it goes. Cancel the stream. Here we are. WLED version 10. Whoa. Writing the changelog after Rainbow Road. Well, what do we have a changelog for? So Rainbow Road is the channel in his Discord for, I don't know what. But there's a lot of chat going on in there right now. Anyways, there's a brand new, he hasn't written, it's so, look at that. 21 minutes ago. It was released 21 minutes ago. Everybody just go start downloading it. Download it. Oh, for Pete's sake. Man, we were going to talk about webhooks. We can't. How are we going to talk about webhooks now? We gotta play with this. I guess it's no webhooks today, right? So let's change the title of the stream because it's not going to be webhooks anymore. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put marker. Oh my gosh. WLED version 10. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, here it is. I'm going to download this sucker right now. I'm sure I can put it on something in this room here. I've got something I can use. Right? What's this? Here's a D1 Mini connected to a Quindor LED board. That'll work perfectly. All right. I don't even know what's new in this or how it's going to look. I believe that this bin should be just fine. So we're going to download this guy. We're going to put it in good old Flash Easy folder, which is the same Flash Easy folder I've been using for years. It's got all the binaries that I ever upload to anything in there, pretty much. Webhook to WLED, that's actually what we're doing. So maybe we could still talk about webhooks before it's over, but I just have to get in here. No. Why not? Webhooks are so 2016. Webhooks are fun, though. All right. Okay, so this one looks like it already had a version of WLED on it, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to upload a new one anyways. Order a dozen ESP-based devices next payday and stuff to go with it. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. So let's do, and somebody said you got to use Tasmatizer. So let's use the Tasmatizer. The Tasmatizer is a Tasmota-based ESP flasher. And it looks like there's only one. COM1's not going to be it. So COM8 must be this device here. Great. Select an image. I want to upload my own image. Erase before flashing. Backup original firmware. Those are some really nice options. Does that text get any bigger? No. So backup original firmware. That's a really nice option. Especially recommended when you flash a Sonoff, Tuya, Shelly, etc. for the first time. Without a backup, you won't be able to restore the original functionality. But with a backup, you can. And it hasn't, in other flashers, other flashing little softwares like this, it hasn't been easy to do that. So here we go. 207 on Switch. Hot dog. You use your Android phone to flash ESPs. I haven't seen that. Still waiting for stuff for AliExpress sale from 40 days ago. Yikes. Oh, man. Join his chat for fun. How's it going, Brett? Okay, this is if you want to do a specific Tasmota release. This will, because this is made for Tasmota, this will link you directly to the Tasmota, like the latest Tasmota bin. That's pretty cool. 8.2. That thing's really awesome. Okay, but we don't need to back up the original firmware. We'll erase it before flashing, and I need to select the bin file that I want. So I need to go to open here, and I need to grab in Flash Easy the WLED version 10 right there. Open Sesame and Tasmatize. Oh, the Tasmatizer has stopped working. Uh-oh. So much for the Tasmatizer, huh? Let's try that again. That's probably, I wonder what that's about. I haven't downloaded a new version of the Tasmatizer in a while. Maybe they had a problem and I'm still using an old one. If you go grab the new version of the Tasmatizer, I would bet it doesn't do that. Try it again. It stopped working. Okay. We're going to do ESP Home Flasher. Okay. Which it works the same way, except it doesn't do the backup and it doesn't link you so directly and it doesn't look quite as cool. But I'm fairly sure it's not going to crash. So rather than sort out why it's crashing, we need to do a fail for that. I take it you use the OTA version to update. I normally would, and I could, but I guess why don't I? That's a great question. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna open up. We're gonna go to my. This is the strip of LEDs. Well, that was still a good run through the Tasmatizer. Whatever. We're gonna go through the WLED strip that's here by my desk, and we're gonna update this. So we're going to do the OTA update for this. All right. So config, security and updates. We're going to do a manual update, and we're going to pick the file that I just had. Actually, does it download it if you want it? Oh, here you can download the latest binary. So if you wanted to download it, it'll let you download it right there. I've already downloaded it. So we're just going to go to Flash Easy again. All right, Ronald, thank you very much for bits. Bits and bits and bits and bits. There and there. And there. More bits and more bits. Thanks, you yoke. 100. Thank you, yoke. Okay. That's that one, and we're going to update it. If you got fingers, cross them. I like the nuts in Twitch. YouTube gives nothing. Have we found out what to use? Oh, Dr. Dead Guy has subscribed for 2 months in a row. Do you like planes of unicorns, sir? Planes of unicorns. I like the nuts in Twitch. So let's go WLED. And that's it. Okay, so it doesn't look much different here. Let's make sure we are running the latest version. Fat Unicorn, you got it, buddy. And I'll shoot rockets at him as he flies by too. I got his number now. Ah, man, how am I such a bad shot? Oh, just about got him. That was close that time, real close. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dead Guy. Dr. Dead Guy. All right, here we go. And I'm on version 10 now. Okay. So I don't know what he changed. Let's go back here and just see what he changed. I think the one thing to look at that typically happens is there's going to be more effects. So we can go down the list of effects. I don't remember seeing drip before. That might be new. Firework starburst, that might have been there before. Meteor smooth, multi-comet, police. We've seen most of these. Red and blue ripple running, saw. Solid pattern try, that seems new. Sparkle plus. Spots fade, I think that's new. This is just based on my memory. 2 areas, 2 dots. Wipe and wipe random. Okay, that's cool. So the segments, let's work on the segments. I had a little bit of trouble with the segments, and I'm very curious to see if the trouble that I had with segments has been addressed or fixed or whatever. It looks like he added a shared effects site. Eric Cookie posted in Discord. That is awesome. So a place where you can share effects. Oh man. And I think the other thing that we were asking for, and I wonder if it got included in this, is a way to share your presets. Because if you have one device, so say you've got a whole bunch of devices, a whole bunch of WLED controllers, which most of us probably do, and you want to take the presets that you have set on one, and you want them to apply to all of them. You don't want to have to go into each one each time and set the presets. You want to do it all at once. There's only 6. ESP8266 bin, right? Yes, Jose, especially if you're using a D1 Mini or a Node MCU. Well, it's not ESPN 8266, but yeah. Audio reactive. I know there have been talks about audio reactivity. I don't know. Looks like he added the shared effects. Okay. I'm watching if you guys aren't already in Eric Cookie's Discord, you should be. If you're into that stuff. Oops. I use the hide copy button. That's funny. When I pasted it, it said hidden. Use the hide copy button. So you guys can go in there and chat about it, and you'll find out what's new before I will. I have real issues with WLED with static IP addresses on ESP01. So you've set a static IP and you're having troubles? Because I have had new troubles because of static IPs, but I thought it was to do with Home Assistance integration, and I haven't completely figured them out yet. Priority help redeemed for priority help. Uh-oh. More Twitch. Oh, that's true. I did put in there for Twitch that you can do priority help. So somebody bought some spit nuts for priority help. How can I help you? It gets into a boot loop. You have a fix for that? Latest Hasio with everything up to date. Okay. Tried both on the router and WLED. Yeah, so have I. Man. You can't get WLED to work on your computer? Uh-oh. Twice, just in case. It's an understood issue with the ESP01. Oh, okay. Okay. If an ESP1 just won't work. Hey, Danger Mouse. So wait, Danger Mouse, you're into this stuff. You're not just here because we were buddies years ago. You're actually into WLED and this stuff. Dude, that is super cool. Thanks for being here. Okay, sorry. I've been distracted. Surprise. Thank you, Nick, for following. What I want to know is about segments. And the problem that I had was it seemed like there was something going wrong with the segments, and I would put in some segments and I would try and run some things on different segments, and then the board would restart and whatever segments I had set up would disappear. Did anybody else have that problem? Because I have been having that problem.
Huh?
It's getting a bit spammy now. Fail emote. You guys need the fail emote? We could put the fail emote in the Twitch. Me too. YouTube videos on how to install also. Oh yeah. Should be quite simple. I wish I could follow what you guys are talking about. I have no idea. I'm kind of far behind. So I'm just going to pretend. First, you go into the 0 segment and you change the start and end if you want to. So I've got 2 segments of, it's on the floor in the corner on top of the desk over here. So I'm going to say, and I know it's about 60. So I'm going to go to 59 LEDs on this one. And I'm going to start. I'm going to leave that. Sorry. That's grouping. It's not in a group. I'm just going to leave it at that. And that's it. I just check it. Okay. And now I can turn the color. Made the color a little more orange, reddish. Okay. All right, but that's working. So that's that segment 0. Can I change the name of that segment? No, I don't think I can. That's fine. Okay, I don't need to. The stream is buggy. No. You're losing me. No. No. The way to save a segment was use preset 16. None of the other presets. So hopefully this will change in version 10. Okay, cool. The stream is messed up on YouTube. It's freezing. No, it keeps freezing for you. No, James, no. Done both and never show it. Working fine on Twitch. Twitch is working fine. Twitch is working fine. It's a mass exodus from YouTube to Twitch. Was it Jose who was asking about this initially? I can't remember. The stream on WLED is going to be changing their file structure in the very near future. The 1 meg chip with OTA will be the minimum supported. Oh, okay, I see. So that's why the 01 is a problem, because it's got less than 1 megabyte. It's YouTube being trash. Think you guys are fading out. I see everything fine. How's it going, Sir Good Enough? Hey, Sir Good Enough, send me a page. I want to see if it works. Super cache. I hate cache. Thought it was my connection. It might be my connection. I usually tell the kids to get off YouTube and stuff, but I didn't today. It repeats you like 3 times on some parts. Uh-oh. Or maybe I'm repeating myself like 3 times. Okay. Next, what I want to do is add a new segment. And the new segment is going to be segment number 1. And it's going to go from LED number 59 to LED number 91, which is actually, I don't think I have 91 LEDs anymore. Maybe I had 96 and now I have 91. Whatever. Anywho, so there you go. So now I've got this other segment and I can edit this other segment, and it's got that group. And if I deactivate this segment, then the only one that's on is the segment on top of my desk. And sure enough, it's responding to this slider, and it's responding to this power button. And if I change the color, it's responding. My overall brightness looks pretty low. Oh, that's this. Ta-da! Yep, there we go. Yeah. All right. Okay. So there's segment 1. Now this is where I started having troubles. Was I want to turn on segment 1 and I want to put in an effect. Twinkle Fox is too slow. Oh, it's because this speeds are way down. There we go. That's better. Okay, so segment 1 is now running Twinkle Cat. Okay, I'm going to deselect segment 1. It's still running the effect, but now I'm just saying, oh, I'm not going to control segment 1. I'm going to control segment 0. Sweet. So now I'm going to control segment 0, and I'm going to put it on whatever, something different. Theater Rainbow. And there it goes. It's working. This was actually better than I was able to do with the last version. Typically at this point, it would crash. So awesome. And I could probably save that. So if I put it on, turn on saving mode, you can see I already have all these presets already saved. If I turn on saving mode, let's see if I can save it to slot 10. All right. So now we're going to turn off saving mode. We're going to turn off this. We're going to turn off that. And now I'm going to turn on a different preset. Oh, interesting. So segment number 1 is not following these presets. Segment number 1 is still doing its own thing. Segment 0 is following the presets. Now if I go to 10, of course it's going to follow that because that's what it was. That's interesting. Yeah, segment number 1 is doing his own thing. One of these kids is doing his own thing. Well, it's not crashing. So segments is working and it's not crashing. That's awesome. Mucho wonderful. What else is going on? Peak. What's peak? Oh, that's right. This is cool. Oh, yes, I forgot about this. This is a preview. So this is what segment 0 is doing right now. And this is what segment 1 is doing right now. And if I select this, I can change what segment 1 is doing. Now segment 1 is doing that. And segment 0 continues to do what it was doing. Oh my gosh. Air Cookie, I love you. You are so good. This is amazing. Shouldn't start LED not be 60 in segment 2? Yes, it should be. You're right. That should be 60. I don't know why. And I'm amazed that that's not causing some kind of a conflict. And then I think you hit this checkbox to make it save those. And even if it's unselected, well, you can turn it on and turn it off. So the selection here, I think, is just to make changes. So you say, this is the one that I'm going to activate. And then here, now this is controlling segment 1. So all this stuff over here is controlling segment 1 when that checkbox is active. And if I change it to segment 0, then it's all that part. This is now doing it this way. This is the one controlling it now. And segment 1 over here is off. I can turn it back on. Yeah. That's super cool. That 60th LED was doing two things. I'm surprised that it wasn't, that didn't cause some problem, right? That should have like made it crash or something. Huh. Now you have a separate black LED, separator black LED. Oh, because I killed it? So after updating 3 nodes, each of them went offline. Uh-oh. Sorry, Jose. So Jose just uploaded this and they just went offline? Uh-oh. Or, so how do you have them set in, your router? Because for this particular one, this is a D1 mini. So that's the amount of memory. It gives you some idea. And then it's a megabyte. No, it's 4 megabytes of memory. That's 4 megabytes of memory. They are discussing you breaking the new version in Air Cookie's live chat. Oh, man. man. He ought to come on. He could come on and explain to us. Is he there? I hate putting people on the spot. Is it bad to put people on the spot like that? I don't want to be like, because I feel like if I say, hey, come on the stream, then he kind of has to. So saying at least they know what to fix. What did I break already? Did I break something already? Let's figure out what's up with Jose's problem. Jose's using Node MCUs. I know I did have one that when I was updating from 0.86 to 0.91 that went offline and never really came back. And I have to actually, it's on my to-do list to go out there and physically unplug it, bring it in the house, reflash it, and go put it back up again, which is a pain. It requires a ladder. If it start 0 and end 59, the amount would be 60 instead of 59. That's true. I set my hook. Did my orange light come on? Oh, you know what? I've got things going a little crazy here because of what I've got happening with segments now that I did that. So let me turn it off. Okay. Now, Sir Goodenough, send the page and see what happens. Send the page and we'll see if it works. It came on. It turned on, but it didn't set the color. I wonder if it's because I've done this segment stuff. Maybe, probably because I need to set the effect to solid. If I change both of these to solid. I'm pretty happy that this thing hasn't gotten rid of my segments. Don't touch your face. Okay, I'm going to try it again. Now it's solid. Okay, now send it again. Sir Goodenough, send it again. What? I don't know why. Call dibs on disco color change. The info button in the top menu is new. Yes, it came on, but it came on pink. So it may be, so the reason that's probably that way is because what I've got in here so far is I'm just using color name orange, and that's probably not gonna work right. I'm gonna bet that in Home Assistant, it's already orange. Well, the 0 segment is orange, so maybe that's why. That could be it. But the segment 1 is the segment that I want to use. The way I have it set up right now. Now this is a little bit of webhooks. We'll get to talk about a little bit of webhooks. So I've got a webhook, and Blade set it up so that when certain people with permissions have send that bot command to page, it triggers an event in Home Assistant, and that's done through an automation, which we have. I think it's probably up at the top. Yeah, right there. Don't worry about the ID. There's nothing private here or anything. So this is the automation. So when that webhook is triggered, then it sets an event and it puts some custom data here, and it basically says, I don't know if that's the part where it does it, but it goes through here, it changes some stuff so that it's in the right format and for the right information, and then here it tells Node-RED, or Node-RED can decipher which user sent the page. How cool is that? So when Blade sends it, or when Sir Goodenough sends it, or this is actually Mark. I didn't change it yet. And I haven't put everybody's in, so don't be too upset. Don't share the numbers. Oh, whoops. Just kidding. Okay, good. Gosh. Oh. It pulls the Discord user ID number, and you can't use it. You know what? It's working on the 0 segment, not on segment 1. Because it's green. Mark just tested it, and it is green. What's happening? We had a fail. This is for you, Jose. I'm sorry, buddy. Dang. Was going to say Discord IDs are public. Okay, good. Blade was just messing with me. Okay, is it possible to have your RGB around the wrong way? At the top of your WLED page, it showed orange, but the LED was pink. Yeah. Let's see. So you mean this up here? Is it possible to change the direction of this? I think he probably just arranged the preview to go this way. You can reverse the direction. So if you're doing an effect, let's say for like beats per minute. Wow, that's way too fast. Okay. If you want the actual effect to travel the other direction, you can click this. Now it's going to go the other direction. Does that work? Man, Jose, I'm feeling for you, buddy. Oh, I'm gone for 5 minutes and now he's actually doing what he intended to do. That's true. You could do that. So Peter, Peter's got an answer for you. You could have the other segment be the other numbers, right? We could change this so that segment 0 is LED number 60 to 91. Oops. You got to have that check mark, I think. And I'm guessing. I'm guessing on most of this stuff. And let's change this one as well to be 0 to 59. And then change that. Oops, this one didn't change. Change this one to 60. Somebody subscribed. I will play some unicorns for you in a second. Weehaw! Thank you for subscribing, amigo. Okay. There we go. Now, I want somebody else. This has to be on solid, I think. Now, somebody besides Mark send me the page. WLED error 2. I do not know. What is error 2? There's a lot of people in, like right now, the WLED Discord chat is going nutso. I'm just kind of watching it out of the corner of my eye, and it's going a little nuts. It is going a little nuts right now. I concur, Mark. I concur. I think we have to be fairly limited on your shelves. Oh man, Seamus, that looks so good, dude. That looks so good. That's a ridiculous monitor you got there. Good grief, boy. What? Where are we at? I don't think, Stubbs, you're not set up yet, brother. You're not set up yet. I think we can probably make that happen, but for right now, I've only got those few people. Let's do Blade or Blade. Sir, good enough. That was Blade. Blade made it red. Okay, we got it working. Yep. So now segment 0 is the one that's up here on my desk. And so when they page, it changes colors. Now we do have to remember, it looks like if it's on a different effect, like if it's on one of these effects, it won't change the effect back to solid. So that means that's just me in here. I've got to change this so that instead of just color name green, it changes the effect, which should be fine. I'll change that, no problem. Messages are super important. Which ones? Oh man, how are we doing? I think I need a Dr. Pepper. Got a mini fridge. If you don't have a mini fridge in your office, you're missing out. All right. Having fun in the playground? Not awesome. Awesome. Not a sponsor. Scythium is a sponsor. Scythium is a very important sponsor. Oh no. Kenneth said 2 of his failed too, Jose. It's not just you. Man, oh man, I'm sorry. Thanks for following. Let's do the train. I am in need of the doc. If I could get Dr. Pepper to sponsor me, I would be, and all they have to do is give me free Dr. Pepper. That's it. The start and stop numbers have to be the same If you put 59 in, it actually stops at 58. Oh, thank you very much, Piston Broke. How did you make your text show up like that? Is that just because you're a superstar? Burrell De Beer, you are very welcome, my friend. Thank you for letting me know. Is it all Node MCUs failing? That's a good question, Stubbs. Mine, yes. But I've only updated this one. Oh, highlight a message with nuts. Oh, I like that. I love that. You're able to send messages with the page feature? Ooh, how are you going to do that? Like Morse code on my lights? Oh, I can see them in the debug. Oh, that's awesome. Ooh, that we'll have to play with that. That sounds fun. That sounds mucho fun. I'm starting a project for my PC, screen of my PC, which is Micro OS, is being compatible with Hyperion or WLED. Micro OS. What's Micro OS? Julian, if you are running, my Hyperion is working so well. It is working beautifully. It is working beautifully. You can make the message pass Google Text-to-Speech. Oh, that's awesome. Very small OS. Oh, Aaron, thank you very much. I think you're on a home run. Thank you very much, Aaron. Did you get it? Did you get it working? We got your thing figured out? Software for the controller. So here's my proposal to you, Julian. I can tell you what's been working so great for me. All right, Reindrick, subscribe. Thank you very much. And then we're going to get this super chat. Watch how big this is going to blow out all that other stuff. Boom, boom. That star just went into the sky. We're going to do you like unicorns or planes? So unicorns or planes. I love eating peanuts. Oh no, an SD card failure. No. That's the worst. Installing now. Looks promising. Okay, good. Hope it works for you, buddy. We're here for you if it doesn't. Have I seen Creative's latest LED project? I don't think so. What is it? Show me. Show us a link. Lots of Twitch viewers today. I know. It's fantastic. How many of you are double viewing? Are there a lot? Planes, you got it. You got it. Reindrick, thank you very much, buddy. Reliable SD cards out there to buy. We talked about that. Came over because YouTube is glitching. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. And double viewing. Don't have a link, but he showed me on a call Friday night. Pretty sweet. Okay, cool. Well, we'll let him surprise us all. I'm sure he'd like to do a little video or something about it. So we'll let him surprise us with it. What was I talking about? Does anybody remember? Don't forget to deploy. Did I change something? I can't remember what I changed. Sonoff B1 bulb work with Sonoff LAN. Good question. I don't know. Do they sell the B1 bulbs anymore? Does it? I'm assuming if you're asking, it doesn't list it in that Sonoff LAN, in the Sonoff LAN Discord or Sonoff Discord, Sonoff LAN repo. Alex IT. I don't remember if he had a list of devices or not. You could just look and see if the B1 is on the list. I don't see it. I don't know why it wouldn't. Oh, here's the list. Yeah, I don't see the B1. My excuse me for the belch. It's the doctor. It's not me. I assume it's because the B1 is not something that they're actively producing currently anymore. So nearly there now. All right. Rutger, thank you for helping so much. Appreciate that. Node MCU with WLED and Hyperion should do the job. It would. It totally would. What I've enjoyed, and it would totally. with WLED. WLED is working. What I've got working that I'm really happy about is directly from the Pi to the LEDs, and then just using that Hyperion window capture. So I've got here, well, right now I turned the WLED one off. All right, Scythium, thank you. You keep finding all these little bits, my friend. Thank you, buddy. So in here, under LED hardware, no, not LED hardware, under general, I've got several different LED hardwares. The main one is this one, this PC one. Let me ask you, Hyperion guys. I need to change these lights. Let me ask you, Hyperion guys. I'll turn them off. Let me ask you, Hyperion guys, a question. Can you have more than one GPIO off of the Pi working? Because I would like to have a better, or I would like to be able to run LEDs more than just the one strip of LEDs directly off the Pi. And it doesn't, I've tried this and it doesn't seem to work. Hey, Stove Doctor, just stopped by to save some love, to show some love. Well, thank you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Black Adder, he's pretty good at templates, I bet. For pixels, yes, 2 of them. So are there more than one? Which pins, Stubbs? Because I tried 4 and I tried 23 and I tried 17 and none of them would work. Good question. Can you run more than one via WLED? Quindor knows the answer to that. I'm sure, I mean, there's others that do, but I know he has mentioned it because it is possible, but I think you have to compile your own, so that you have to make some changes in the code and then compile it yourself. I'm talking about for Hyperion, sorry. I am talking about for Hyperion, not for WLED. WLED, that's fantastic too. Saved me $500. I almost go for a Nook and have something more reliable. No, you don't need to. You don't need to. I need a Dr. Pepper too. Going to drink it on my way home from work. Have at it, Jed. Cheers, buddy. There's a user mod for it. GPIO 18 and 19. Oh, Emil, thank you. Okay, I will try 19 then. I will try 19. I'll change that. And I will try 19. Thank you. Because I have wanted to do that. This one's 18, so we got to change which one's active up here. And we'll make it 19. Okay, that's cool. All right, I'll experiment with that and see if I can get that working. Because I would love to have some... I want a few more LEDs, but I'm kind of tired of, I shouldn't say I'm tired of, I have too many Wi-Fi devices. And so I need to stop adding Wi-Fi devices to my home. And in situations where I have my computer and it's working on that TV and it's even working on the Matrix up there. But the Matrix and the TV are on WLED right now. And I would like to just be able to, if I can't do, 4 or 5 off of the Pi, that's fine. But if I could at least put like some, I want some under my desk so that it shines down on my hands so I can see 4 tracks. Thanks, buddy. 4 tracks. Yeehaw. For those of you, did everybody see what we streamed about yesterday? Did everybody see the trying to get Hyperion running on the Nook? Ooh, good luck. Let me know how that goes. I'd love to hear about that. How's it going, Buff? Ooh, ah. I know. Dun, dun, dun. You like candy canes and snowflakes and spinners? All right, so let's, since we are, oh, there's nothing in there. You can have a little sip of this one. Yeah, you can fill it up. Yeah, heck yeah. Is there a bottle in there? I think it's all downstairs. Oh no, Zoe did put one in there. What did we do yesterday? Yesterday, we did X-Lights for a minute. Roof, thanks for asking. Planted him in the audience there to ask that question. I just want to put a quick plug in for this because I think it's really fun, and it's going to be kind of exciting. So this is what we did yesterday. We totally designed out my my backyard display. Okay. And this is what it came out. This is what it ended up with. This is how we ended it up. And I have some of this installed, but not most of it. But what we're going to do is set up a contest. We're going to make this layout available, and we're going to let people design sequences for it. And then I'm going to give the winner 800 pixels, bag of 800 LED pixels. And I think I'll probably do 2, even if I just buy them from Mike and I give them out, that's fine. It'll be worth it. But I think we've had some discussion. We were talking about it. Some of the mods were talking about it. And I think on the one hand,
Oh my gosh.
Dawson just had an explosion. Can
I
you
need the white thing, Dad. Right there.
You need the white thing?
White.
Sorry, kids. Kids are calling. How are you, baby? I have a towel in here for that because it's not the first time anybody's ever spilled. Did I keep that in here, or did I put it in the? Here it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, sorry. Back to it. Dawson is funny, isn't he? I need a Dr. Pepper emote. Oh, let's write that down. Okay, this is my to-do list for Twitch now. I gotta put on here so we need to do a fail emote and a Dr. Pepper emote. Okay, now back to what we were talking about. Okay, so somebody made the suggestion. I think it was Sir Goodenough made the suggestion. Is Air Cookie's stream over? Oh, was he streaming live? Oh no, I didn't know he was streaming live. Oh man. And a bug emote. Oh, good question. Good idea. Yeah. Okay. So Sir Goodenough brought up the idea that should we do the same song? Should we just have everybody do the same song? Oh, it was a Discord live chat. Oh, I got you. Okay. Just developer stuff. Okay, great. And I like that on the idea that I want to use my song, like when I say my song, but it's the intro song that I use, that one. I want a sequence that goes along with that. Okay, so that is very cool. And I want to do that. But if I do that for the contest and I tell everybody just do that song, then I'm only going to, I guess I'll end up with a bunch of different sequences. Thank you, buddy. For, the lights will be doing different things, but it'll always only be to that same song. And so I won't be able to, maybe I could use them all, but it wouldn't be as good as if I opened it up and said, make whatever songs you want, right? If I said to everybody who's going to be in it, make whatever songs you want, then when it's over, I have all these songs and I have all the sequences. And that's kind of that's what I get out of the whole thing, right? So, I think I will certainly, I would love to have sequences that run that song, and maybe we could do something special for that separately. Limit it to 5 songs. Maybe something like that. Save them for playing here. They're safe. Yeah, that's for sure. That's definitely for sure. Because I can play them here. I like that for sure. Hey, Quindor's here. I didn't see him. Is he here? Anywho, so we're going to get this Stubbs et al. We're going to get this cleaned up and available to people to start making sequences. And I'm going to get my butt in gear and get out there and start installing a bunch of this stuff. I went out last night and I trimmed up this tree real good so that the tree's not quite so overwhelming. It's actually still pretty big, but I'm going to try and figure out how to get the lights in the tree. And then I think I got these working again. So anyways, got a lot to do, but that's fun. I'm here, but I was a tender in the WLED conference. They were releasing WLED 10. Oh, is that today? Well, I knew he released WLED 10 because that's what we've been talking about, Quindor. That's what we were talking about. So tell us what some of the, so we discovered some new things, but what were some of the real big ads for 10? Because I didn't see like the notes weren't there yet, right? Gonna send the stormtroopers. Frank's here too. Hey Frank, how's it going? I haven't been paying attention to the chat enough. It's been a lot of chat. Let's see. Do you think Sonoff will come with a better flashable version of their 3.5 firmware, which makes flashing a pain in the butt? I think so, actually. Brulin. Sorry, buddy, if I butcher your name. They, and Frank can tell you maybe a little more about it, but it does sound like they are making some more changes to the flashability of their firmware. They're listening even more, maybe, than they were in the past. So 10 was mainly stability improvements. Next big feature will be file system improvements and being able to save a lot more presets and such. Awesome. Air Cookie just said 10 announcement, post coming up in the general hour. Need to write up the release highlights in the release page first. Yeah, we already downloaded it. We've already had a whole bunch of people downloading it and trying it. And I can say that the stability improvements, at least as far for me and on the segments, the stability improvements are there. Absolutely. Father Time, thank you, buddy. Choo choo. So yeah, I was not able to consistently run separate segments previously, but this one was working. It's working now. My segments are stable. I'm able to do different effects, different times. It doesn't crash. Actually, I haven't done a restart, so let's do a restart, because typically after a reboot, before it would crash and it would reboot, and then my segments would be gone. It didn't save my segments, and that was not cool. What was Rainbow Road? I think that's the developer channel. Ikafar. I think that's what he calls his developer channel, but I'm not 100% sure. Why do you want to use Home Assistant in between? Can you just use Google Mini and Spotify? Oops, I'm catching part of a conversation. Fill up the cup, guys. Fill up the cup. And my segments are gone. Okay, so that's a problem. How do you get segments? Yeah, segments are gone. How do you get segments to survive a reboot? Dang it. Dang it, dang it. Retentive. Save it to preset 16. Oh. Okay. So let's add another, let's change it again. So we want segment. We decided we want to add segment 1, and we want segment 1. All right, Father Time's filling up the cup. We'll blow some things up here just for kicks. Segment 1 we decided was going to be down below, and it was going to go to 50, or I guess we said 60, didn't we? It's going to go to 60, and then up here, the start is going to be 60, and the end will be 90, right? That. And then that. Yeah. Okay, so that looks good. So now I need to just do this, save, and save to 16. Thank you, Scythia. Now Dawson's pushing the buttons. Just push them again when you're done. You turn them back off. This is the copyright one, so be careful with that one. Okay, so I got Dawson. Dawson is now going to watch the chat and watch the stream things. And when there's a new subscriber or something, Dawson is going to hit the buttons. I thought so good enough about the overlapping, but somebody said that that's not the way it works in this, and that's surprising to me, but that's what he said. Let's see. My setup is, you guys are talking about something else for audio. To stream Spotify to get on to route the audio to whichever speaker I want to use for audio. Oh, you guys are chatting about it. Okay, good. Strike that fat unicorn with lightning. So if you do the fat unicorn, you got to shoot the lightning at him when he's flying across the screen, okay? Did I not save it?
Oh, yeah.
Way to go, Dawson. I think that That. Saving to slot 16. Now I need to take it off save mode. And now let's reboot again. Oops. Let's reboot it again. Bring, bring. Yeah. Well, you gotta try and hit him. You can't really hit him. I just say that. Okay. Oh man. All right, fingers crossed for you, 4Tracks. You can do it. It'll work. It'll work. One of these days, that unicorn is going to get lit on fire. Okay, so then if I go to 16, oh, there it goes. Okay, so the segments are in 16. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, thank you guys. I didn't know that was a thing. Firmly tap the big talking head button. That's me. Setting to see YouTube and Blizzard and Steam, etc., but no disco. I'm at settings to see YouTube and Blizzard and Steam, etc., but no disco. I'm not sure what's going on there, Milano. Have you very one editor team now, Dawson and the mods? I know, huh? I'm growing. Growing. No more excuses. Father Time is cheering 10 at a time. Don't touch your face. Oh, don't forget there's a couple on this page too. The Muhaha one. And there's the Were Squirrel one as well. And you could do the drums. We never do the drums anymore because we haven't done stickers in forever. It actually says it under saving slots. Okay. Everybody's donating now. What are you doing? What happened? Where's my post? I don't know, Sir Go. Where is your post? Where's your post? Help me. All right, let's talk about back to the paging thing. This is kind of what we started with today. And somebody had asked about webhooks. And somebody and there was a Dawson, you the man. $2 for Dawson. Okay, Dawson's picking the planes. So for webhooks, are there people here that are listening now who still wonder about webhooks, how you get them, what they are, how they work, how to use them? Because if there's not, then we can just keep on trucking. If there are, yeah, webhook attempt 23. And the cup runneth over. Oh my gosh, look how big that cup is. Look how full that cup is. It's going to get exploded right now. Boom. Bye-bye. Yeah, I like webhooks. Okay, Random Hobby doesn't know what they are. Okay, good. Webhooks, thumbs up. Yeah, okay, cool. All right. Well, I'm going to give you my interpretation of webhooks, which is as a non-developer, just a dude. Okay, this is just me as a dude. A webhook is like it's a trigger in my mind. It's a trigger in our world. It's a trigger for an automation. And what it is it's a URL. It's a web URL, right? Like a HTTP something on down the line, right? And it's super long and it's crazy long. It's basically like got the password built in because it's so crazy that nobody's ever going to just guess it or just, randomly stumble upon it. Like the likelihood that anybody's going to randomly stumble upon your webhook is like infinitesimal. It's not going to happen. Whoa, that was pretty good. You just about got him that time. So you can use webhooks. Gosh, he's just going to town. You can use webhooks to make an external trigger. So the way that we've been using webhooks for this paging system is I created a webhook, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But I created a webhook, and I gave the webhook URL to Blade. So it's this big, long URL that nobody's ever going to guess, nobody's ever going to accidentally find. But I shared it with Blade, and then he put it in the bot so that when he or somebody else types that command for page, then it will trigger that webhook. It will post that webhook, and it will activate whatever we set it to activate on my end, right? So I set it to activate, well, he set it to activate, in this case, sort of this flow, this Node-RED flow here. Now, you can set it to do whatever you want. You can set it to open your garage door. You can set it to, I don't know if you can, well, you can set it to do anything. I mean, it's a trigger for an automation. So you can set it to do anything you can make an automation do. So if we go look at automations, we can look in here and see what other webhooks automations I have. And I can't remember how many I've kept in the past. Well, it looks like I have a few. So here's one, Janice's garage door. So I created a webhook for Janice's garage door. And the nice thing about using a webhook for something like this was when I used the iPhone Shortcuts app, which will allow you to post a webhook. So basically, you could make a button on your phone, on your iPhone. I mean, Android can probably do it too. I just don't know exactly how. When you push that button, it triggers, or it what do you want to call it? It activates that webhook. It posts that webhook, and then whatever I set that webhook to do is what it does. So in this case, the webhook was Janice Garage webhook, and this is the action for it. All right. Now, how do you make a webhook, right? So it will make more sense when you look at how you make a webhook. So let's look at how you make a webhook. In Home Assistant, to make a webhook, you have to have Nabu Casa. Is that true? Am I speaking false doctrine there? I think you have to have Nabu Casa to make a webhook for Home Assistant. Please tell me if I'm wrong. And I'm just going to scroll past that part. Okay, I just had to scroll past my Nabu Casa URL. All right. Let's see. It must be publicly available. You don't need Nabu Casa. Is that right? How do you do it without use DuckDNS to get webhooks in the past? Okay, so there's probably, okay, Blade's got it there. So you don't have to have Nabu Casa, but it's a very easy way to do it. Great. So you can use other services. You can make them in other ways. You can use your own domain and certificate. DuckDNS, Nginx proxy. Okay, so there are other ways to make a webhook. If you have Nabu Casa, webhooks are very easy because you can go down here, and this is not showing all the Nabu Casa or the webhook stuff, I hope. But if you go here, you're gonna make a new webhook. Okay. Oh, actually, no. The way you do it is you make the automation first. So let's go to the automations editor. That's a nice, easy way to do it. You go to the automations editor. We make a new automation. Just going to skip that little part there. And we're just going to go webhook sample. All right. The trigger, for the trigger, you select webhook. Okay. Then you put in here a webhook ID. This is going to be the short recognizable version on your end, on the Home Assistant end, that will tell you what that specific webhook is. So again, no big deal. We're just going to do sample webhook. But you should name it based on what you want it to do. So if you want it to open the garage door, you name it Janice Garage Door. If you want it to fire off, turn some lights on, you put that, whatever. Okay. Set conditions, fine. And then your action is whatever you want your action to be. Call service, I don't know, whatever. Turn a camera on, how it goes. Save, fine. Now, once you've saved that webhook there, then when you go back to your Nabu Casa page, and I got to try and do this without revealing my Nabu Casa URL because I'm good and careful with my secrets. Dawson laughed. I said that. Where's my Nabu Casa thing now? Nabu Casa menu disappeared. There it is. All right. Now, if things worked the way they're supposed to, there we go. You might have caught that if you wanted. Oh, great. Just rebooted. Oh, this is probably because it was reloading after the automations. Okay. All right, back here. Now, down here, there should be a new webhook. There it is. So once you've created the automation and you've set the trigger as a webhook and you've named that webhook on your end, then that webhook will now show up on your Home Assistant Cloud page and you can activate it. When you activate it, it's going to say, here's your URL, and here it is, this big, crazy, long, fat thing right here, okay? And I'm not going to use this, so I don't care if you guys see this, it's fine. You can copy it here, and then this is what you would send to Blade, or this is what you would put in your, well, don't send them all to Blade, but this is what you would put on your shortcut on your iPhone or whatever. And if you ever lose it or you don't remember it, you need to see it again, you can go to Manage, and it's there again, okay? And then you can also turn it off. You can disable it. You want to disable it? Yes. So if I wanted to disable the paging system, I could disable the paging system here pretty easy as well, right? So that's the basics of webhooks. In Home Assistant, you make a webhook by creating the automation. This is the summary again. You create the automation, and as the trigger for the automation, the platform is webhook, and then the webhook ID is whatever you want to name it. Once you've saved that, once that automation is saved, you can make the action whatever you want, and you can change the action afterwards. But once you've saved this, then Home Assistant will say, oh, you made a new webhook, or you want a new webhook. Okay, here's your new webhook. Here's your URL that it created for you. Now you can use that out there in the world to do whatever you want. Uh-oh, my lights are on. Sir Goodenough. Sir Goodenough's paging me. Send them all to Blade. Read the chat. Okay. How far back do I need to go? Which part of the chat? There's too much. And there's a lot of bots. There's a lot of bot I can't sort through. Send everything to Blade. He is trustworthy. Can I use webhooks without Home Assistant Cloud? Yes, Damo, but I don't know how. Just don't scroll up my other webhooks? Okay. Thank you. Oh, you turned it off? Or it turned off on its own? How did you turn it off? Absolutely, you can. So how do you do that? How do you do that? I thought I remembered like if this, then that doing it in the past, but I don't remember. Are there some examples? Who has examples of creating a webhook without Nabukasa? I use webhooks locally to get notifications from my Motion Eye cameras. I'm a beginner. What actually is a webhook and what are people using it for? Node-RED makes webhooks easy. I have some examples. Okay, great. Taylor, great. Post some examples for us. If you post them in Discord, that'll help people. Air Cookie! I should be typing release notes, but I want to be here instead. Hey, man. Great work, dude. We've been playing with it. We've been playing with version 10. There it is. Right there. Yeah, anything that you want, what people use a webhook for, Brulin de Beer, anything, what I would think in the Home Assistant world, what people would use webhooks for is anything you want to trigger from outside. So if you want to, like I said, push a button somewhere and have it activate something in your home or somebody else's, a webhook would do that. It's like a way to trigger something over the internet without pulling up all of Home Assistant to do it. Webhooks are exactly the same for self-hosted domains or DuckDNS as it is for Nabukasa, just a different public URL. Okay. For Android, you can use the HTTP request widget to use webhooks. Very cool. Okay. We did have some people after the OTA update never came back online. Uh-oh. I saw someone using Nginx for accessing access outside their local network. You don't need to open a port when using webhooks. Nope. You are so fast. It was 21 minutes, Air Cookie. It was when I got on there, because I saw that I in my Discord, I saw that there was a tag on your channel. And so I popped in there and somebody was asking about WLED. Somebody had some question about WLED and how you use segments actually was the question. The question was, how do you use segments in WLED? And I said, let's not try and do that now because I know that there's a new version coming out. So unless it's already out, and then I checked and it was just out, it said 21 minutes you had posted it. So I downloaded it and we installed it and we were playing with it. And the segments part for me previously was crashing. This is not crashing now with segments on mine. So that's wonderful. We have had a few people who have done an update and have had a crash. What's the best way to try and diagnose why that might have happened for them? Probably in most cases, the only solution is going to be wherever you have that sucker installed, unfortunately, go get it, bring it down, plug it into your computer and reinstall it. But is there a good way to sort out why an update failed? Check my direct messages. Thank you very much. Okay. Mine got stuck in a boot loop when flashing with OTA with the update. Update, flashed it back to 9.1 and up and running, but don't want to do that every time. Yeah. Would you advise over webhooks or is it something different? I think for me, the reason to go to webhooks would be, it would be a specific situation. Like in this situation, I wanted people outside of my, me sitting here to be able to send something, activate something in Home Assistant. So I created a webhook and gave it to them. That way they don't have to log in, give them my whole login to Home Assistant and all that stuff. It is a good idea to connect a serial and send me the error it prints out and the binary you used. I hope it will help. Okay. I know that's probably one of the hardest things to ever diagnose. Ooh, he hit the unicorn. Good job, bud. Good job. Hey, Nick, just joining the party? We're just squirreling around today. I'm feeling like the allergies, the pollen outside today is horrible, isn't it? Oh, we saw a weasel this morning in our backyard. It was about that big. And I've never seen a weasel before in life, and it was in my backyard. That was weird. Webhooks are mostly used between apps, for example, not manually. Nginx enables you to log in. Weasel. Oh, you shot the train. Oh, I think Dawson's playing a little video game over here. I got to get some more explosions and some more missiles on there. So if this then that can trigger webhooks, yeah, it can. I do have a pollen sensor, and I can tell you it's going to be high today. Oh, you know what? It doesn't look like it's that high. Like the scale goes all the way to 12. I tell you, it feels like a 10 to me right now. Zach's on his Xbox. Look at that. I deleted a whole bunch of stuff out of my automations last night. So I went from 2200 to 1800. And that was really just taking out old automations that didn't even matter. What is my pollen sensor? So the pollen sensor is based on a service you can connect to. I actually think the way I found it was going through the Home Assistant integrations page. And then I think, I just went down to these categories and I think it was environment. And then, was it environment? I don't see it now. Bloom sky, moon, mold indicator, aurora. No, it wasn't there. Oh, I don't think it was climate. Well, we can look at climate in a minute. Health. I think it was under health. Air visual. I think it was in here somewhere. Hi, baby. Oh, this was it, I think. IQ via. Yes, baby. Yes, it's right there. Yeah, here it is. This is what I use. Indices for allergies, asthma, cold and flu incident indices. So it's IQ VIA, and you just put in your zip code, and then it gives you a whole bunch of different sensors, and you can make graphs and such out of those sensors. So that's what I did. There might be others that might be better, but there's a lot of good stuff here. There's a lot of good integrations in Home Assistant that sometimes it's fun to just go poking through this and see what's here. Xiaomi Air Quality Open Sense Map. I don't know what this is about. Boom! Run anti-air against those planes, Dawson. Somebody's using the Metro Logistic Institute integration. Works fine. Good. USA only? No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's all over the place, if I recall. Because if I can't remember now. As I tried a couple different ones, I think there was a different one I was using before, but I know that there are international as well. Is this only for the US? Well, then use a different one. There's got to be one. There's got to be one here. That's going to be Norwegian Institute for Air Research. Air Quality. Oh, I think that's this isn't the one I've used, but I did use one that's for air quality as well, just for pollution. It doesn't necessarily talk about allergies, but it does do it for solution. Next to that one, Air Visual. So you got to get an API key, longitude, latitude, city, country, and then what does it give you? What information? Air quality data. The human-friendly air quality level, and the main pollutant of the area, U.S. and Chinese air quality standards, air quality index. See, there was one that was just air quality index. Probably. A lot of them are doubled up, though. Some of them are doubled up. We were over 200 on Twitch for a while. Is connected the way to go with my old security system, or is there some good alternative you know of? It's also on my list of things I really want to do. My 2 cents on that is Connected's been working well for me, but I also, again, I wanted to do this non-Wi-Fi to some extent. Sorry, my yawnings. So I do have it. I just haven't installed it, but you can do it with an Arduino. And how do I have time to stream, play with Home Assistant, work as a doctor, and be an awesome father? What's the secret? I don't sleep. That's it. Dawson's agreeing. He's shaking his head.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's totally true.
It's true. I don't sleep. I'll probably live 20 years less than most people, but it'll be all right. We broke Twitch with 277. Nice. Way to go, Milano. Thanks, man. That's crazy. Struggling, still trying to get the animated Lovelace working. Okay, let's get it working, Frankie. Do I need to have anything special in the path name, or does it know to look in the configuration file? Okay. You need the path name needs to be something that you set based on where you put those files. So, show us what you've got. My guess is the problem is everything's working except the images are not actually coming up. So in your Lovelace overview, when you go to Configure UI and you go to Raw Config Editor, when you have this path here, this has to be what you have. Okay. So this is different than what the example was. In my situation, you know what? This threw off Luis. Luis sent me a message early this morning, and this threw him off. For a reason I don't totally get, and it's fine, whatever. In Home Assistant, when you put /local/something, what you're actually saying is, this is the www folder. It is not /local over here. So when I look at this, how do you get the path here? I can't remember how you get the path. There. So this path, see this? What I've got here is my IP address /config/www/background animations, and that's where these things are. And that's where these HTML files are. You just blew some more stuff up. Over here, it's not config www, it's just local. And then background animations, and then the name of the HTML file. So that might be one place where it's messed up for you. 316. Wow. Hi, everybody. I have a twin. I do have a mini me. That's this one. He's my mini me. Zach used to be my mini me until he got so big. Now Dawson's my mini me. And he's my last mini me. Jackson was never a mini me. Jackson wasn't. Jackson was always his own person. He was dark haired and curly, and he was the mailman's kid. He didn't look like me at all. Yeah, try the local and see if that works. Download those and put them local and see if that works. Okay, same problem, and had to make the same change. Had followed the example and it didn't work. Well, there you go. There you go. Dawson gets very excited when things pop up now, people following or whatever. Does that make more sense? Good. I'm glad we talked about it then. All right, I understand. Me neither. That's why I think connected is the way to go, but it's $100 for the board. Yeah. Please shave his head. We have shaved his head in the past. We've shaved his head, and we usually do a mohawk in the summer. What are you going to do this year? You want to do a mohawk for the summer? He's not 100% sure he wants to do a mohawk. I could tell. Oh. Important question. When will the 12-hour stream be? I don't know. It will be once Twitch says we are a partner, and then we'll plan it. But it will probably be, my guess is, the way we're going right now, it'll probably be in the next few weeks. It'll be sometime in the next few weeks. So let's talk about this week. Anybody else? Anything else that's hanging out there that's anybody stumped on that we can fix? I think we had a pretty good stream today. I thought it was super fun to go over the, Not yet. No. I think we had a pretty fun stream, and I think we did really a good job. We got to go through the new WLED stuff. We know that segments is working. We did talk about webhooks for what that's worth. We talked about Hyperion a bit. Oh gosh, sorry. I don't know what else we did. We squirreled around like mad. Great stream yet again. Thank you very much, John. A lot of fun. Let me tell you about this, the plan for the week, okay? Because things are, I don't mind showing you my calendar of life. It's all good. So tomorrow, what time do you guys want to have a stream tomorrow? You want to do the 11 a.m.? You want to do noon? You want to do a little, whatever? What do you guys want to do? We could do a poll again, but 11 o'clock's been the standard time. Today is a little bit later. So do you want standard time or a little bit later? Fine with me either way. This time is good. Anybody got browser notifications working? Ooh, that's probably something we should revisit, is the browser mod stuff. I've kind of set it up, but didn't do it. Didn't do much with it. 11:11. Later in the day is better. Nick says noon or later. Standard is 5 a.m. in New Zealand. Ooh. Noon or later. So this webhooks, where you have commands in Telegram. Why using webhooks when you have commands in Telegram? I guess if you're not using Telegram, would be the reason. What's up, Bremen said. Yeah, I think I can figure it out. You use your teeth, right? I usually use my teeth. That's how I catch it. Oh, I'm sorry. You said throw. Yeah. Do I know how to enable 2FA? I have enabled 2FA on Home Assistant. I think I did. I was playing with it anyways. It's easy. What are we doing tomorrow? I don't know. So let's do for tomorrow. Let's do the 1 o'clock tomorrow. Which would be the same time as this. Should be the same time as this. And here's my thinking for that. Here's the reason I'm going to say that. Because on later this week, I will be taking Jackson and some friends to I don't even know where they want to go. I guess we're going to stay at somebody's Airbnb, and the boys just want to play games and watch movies and do stuff. And he's inviting a couple friends. Now that in our state we can have groups of more than 8, so we're going 2FA. We could do 2FA, sure. That shouldn't take very long. I share my publicly. Yes, and I do, Jan. Yes, and I do. And I'll post a link again right now. Actually, there's a link. Somebody can hit !Cal, I think, and it gets there. And then you can subscribe to the calendar. You can add it to your Google calendars and it will pop up and you can make your own notifications however you want. So the reason I'm going to on Friday is when we're going out of town. My guess is I'll probably work. I hopefully will work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because I do have to make a little bit of money. And then on Friday, we will be heading out of town with the boys and we'll be gone Friday night. And I think we'll be back Saturday night and we'll come home Sunday. So I'll stream in the morning on Friday. I'll stream a little earlier on Friday. So we'll do a little bit later tomorrow and a little bit earlier on Friday. How does that sound? Put the train sounds on your to-do list, Doc. Yep. Okay. Oh, and we might not be coming back in the morning on Saturday or on Sunday. So we might not stream on Sunday if we're not back. Okay. Or if we do stream, it would be quite late, which would be maybe more of a New Zealanders, Australian guys time. So let's set up a time for tomorrow and we'll just do stream and we'll put it on the Dr. Z stream calendar and we're going to make it 1 o'clock again. Okay. So that'll be tomorrow. And then we'll do one on Friday and we'll do it earlier. We'll do it at 11. I don't want to do too much earlier than we'll do 11. If I may change this if the boys say they want to leave earlier, we may do it even earlier than that. Okay? How's that sound? Which state do you live in? Which time zone? Mountain time, buddy. Mountain time. But if you subscribe to the calendar, which actually, by the way, I guess did you guys already post the link? Did somebody get the link out there for the calendar? Is that Twitch count correct? I think so. I don't know. Do I speak German? I don't. Sorry. Thank you, Ikafar. !Cal. Anyone in chat have Steam? I have Steam. Yep. Okay, good. There's the stream calendar. So you can subscribe to that stream calendar. It's close. 267 currently. Awesome. Thank you, Ikafar. Oh, it didn't work? Oh, really? I guess it worked in YouTube. Maybe Nightbot in Twitch is still being a booger. Was 326. You can start a fan account for me. Oh, well, thank you very much. Can't stand Ocean Man. I think we're getting the attention of people on Twitch. So anyways, awesome. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for being here. How should we sign? Let's hit the sign off button. You got to click through a couple menus to get to the sign off button. And then we need to make these. Yeah. Yep. Press it. And now it'll say that's time for sign off. So juiced for this.
It's time for sign off. It's time for sign off. It's time for sign off.
Man.
That's screaming.
Whew, that was loud. That was loud. All right, Alarming Star is back. Thank goodness. So I'm seeing a whole lot of new names in Twitch that I've never seen. So I'm wondering if we didn't attract attention from people that are just kind of randomly going around Twitch. If you're here and you have no idea what this is or what's going on or what we do, For the most part, this is a DIY. DIY smart home tech projects kind of chat. So we play with those kinds of things.
Excuse me?
Going ham. I just did it. I don't know what that means. Yeah, we definitely have attracted a lot of new people from Twitch. Okay. All right, guys. How do you want to sign off today?
And somebody's following.
Okay, Dawson's pressing a bunch of buttons. Let's share the stream. More than 75, right?
Where's the train?
Okay. Dawson's going a little nuts over there. Guess I'll see you later. Okay. All right.
Why is he going on?
Got a handle on the Streamlabs. We'll try to do a video this week for Lovelace Pictures. Awesome. Please do. Okay, stop with that now. Okay, thanks. Things are getting a little crazy.
What days are you?
How are we gonna sign off?
What days are you home?
Tomorrow. Let's just sign off like we're normal, regular people that are relaxing at home.
And we never fight.
Oh, did we fight today?
No.
Okay. All right, here we go. Ready?
No.
As always, thanks for watching. Till next time. Adios. Should we raid someone?
Just kidding.
You know what? Let's take 2 minutes and do that. Sir Goodenough. I do think that you are right. I think we should raid someone. Does anybody know? Do you guys that watch Twitch, you know what a raid is? A raid, thank you very much. A raid is where you find another channel and you send all your viewers to them, right? So let's do that.
There's a live stream.
Let's find a channel that we can raid, okay? I've never done a raid before, but when we have this many people watching, I think it's good for the people that are watching so that they get to keep watching somebody. So let's find somebody that's in the this kind of a space, right? We're not going to raid anybody that's doing that. Let's find somebody that is doing this sort of tech kinds of stuff. Somebody that's talking, somebody that's coding, right? Why is this all games? I want something that's just that's coding. Live channels, categories, esports, music. You guys have somebody? A small channel, right? Let's find somebody that's just doing some development. There we go. Developers. Oh no, that's not going to take us. Build the future. No, that's not what that means. Categories. Let's filter by a tag. Let's filter by programming. Programming. Okay, great. Let's find somebody here. Oh, that guy's got 609 viewers. Nice. Homemade Hero. Well, that sounds cool. Coding with Friends. The first session, 200 viewers. Nice. Be Right Back over here. 33 viewers. Dying Light. Oh, this guy's using Visual Studio Code. Twitch Lib. Rewrite. Let's go. What do you guys think? Multiplayer. Let's find, you know what, I kind of thought this guy, but that does not in English. Raid channel. There we go. Pick a channel to raid. Oh, I guess I have to follow him first. Okay, backing up a couple steps. Homemade Hero. Let's follow Homemade Hero. Let's follow Homemade Hero. Follow. Okay. Howdy. Here comes a little raid. Okay, now we're going to go creator dashboard. And be kind, all right? Be kind, everybody. Everybody's gone. That's okay. That's okay. And now we're going to go raid channel. And we're going to go Homemade Hero. And we're going to start the raid. Okay. We got a few. Raid now. There he is. I don't know what's happening. Welcome to the chat room. This must be the chat. Raiding with a party of 84. How's it going?
Hello. So many people are talking now.
Love the name of the channel.
Oh my gosh, it's making
We're in Inception here. We should probably go watch his channel for a minute. Where'd it go? How do we get back? That was easy. What are we doing? Might not work. Am I muted? Oh, he's muted. Okay. Hey. Enjoy this compliment and the raid compliments of DrZzs. All right. Have a good one, guys. Okay. That was fun. All right. I need to follow some more streams. Let me know what you think of Homemade Hero. Looks like he's doing some complicated stuff. All right. I'm out for real this time.